Actually, we don't want to play game. We want to make a map. Nope. Make a map. Alright. And let's put on some jams. Do I have some jams we can put on to listen to? Past lives could never hold me down. Lost love, sweeter when it's finally found. Let's put on some Nintendo. Alright. Let's make something like Stones, like we did last time. One, two, three. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. So that way. Let's take a look real quick. It's backwards. Hey, you know what? We'll do this. There. Oh, hold on, everybody. I gotta do something real quick. Let's see. Okay. Bum 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 bum. All right, back to music. Oh, who's doing stuff? Heard something. Can't see what. Oh. Aw, thanks for following. Hope you enjoy your stay. Today is just like making a track day. We'll go right there. It's not gonna be anything too complicated, but I heard people liked the last track in this sort of style, so I am replicating said style again from my last track. Hopefully the player base enjoys it like they did last time. Okay. I think we're gonna do... Actually, you know what? No, we are gonna do that. But we're gonna have... Let's see. Yep, that works. Okay. Actually, yeah. Boop. Let's do... I want this. Right, because this is the one that fits this. I need to be medium, I think. Okay. Oh, seriously? Or what? Why is it being so difficult? There we go. You know what, that's fine. We'll just... I don't like how there's a shadow there, but whatever. You know what, I'll put some bushes there, that'll make it nice. Ooh. That kind of looks cool, but that's not what I was going for. Yeah, this is what I was going for. That doesn't look right. I don't like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we can do those. Okay. Is somebody duping me? No, please duping me. Okay. Okay. Need trees behind. Don't need that many trees up in the sky, though. A thick canopy is nice, but, like, doesn't have to be that thick of a canopy. More polygons for the players that struggle with lag to have to deal with. Okay. I don't like how I can see the stuff exposed over here. Still exposed, okay. That means it's like way further up. It's like I gotta do it up here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. Okay. I could add bushes, or I could just add walls. And we're gonna do that because walls are way easier to disguise. Because they're walls. Oh, look at that. It's all enclosed now. It looks pretty. Alright, cool. Let's do... Yeah. Okay. Hmm. You know, they have pillars now, don't they? Need like a special section for it, I think. Alright, can we switch to the next Mario track, please? Pillars. I already forgot what that section was. Pillars, there we go. I'm sorry, but I don't care for this music either. Howdy, howdy. How we doing? Doing alright. It's been a good day so far. Just got back from the dentist, and I decided I was just going to build a track. So I'm building a track. And that turn's not going to work, so we're going to use a different piece of road. Let's see. How's your day been? Relaxing at least, I hope. Not too stressful. This is gonna kind of go off of the theme of stones, like that we had for the Zeep Cup. Another track I built, but I'm gonna call this one Ruins instead. I hate the tooth doctor. Day has been good so far. I did some groceries, about to get started on some art. Ooh, what kind of art? What kind of art you making? Is it clay? Is it paintings? Drawings? Digital? Analog? Animation? You know, what do you, music? What type of art you do? I want to hear. Oh, is this song gonna start over? You know what? Let's put on some lighter vibes. This stuff's kind of bothersome, not gonna lie. Put on some beach vibes. It's some drawing. Plan to do this one traditional with pencil and pens. Haven't touched digital art in a few months, but I have some fan arts I need to finish as well. When I doodle, I mostly juice traditional, but if I'm going to do a fan piece or a very detailed piece, then I choose to do digital because it's much easier. Yeah, erase. Also, like, so I drew for like a tiny bit, but I don't have anything digital. Like I don't have an iPad or anything or a tablet that I can draw on. So I prefer to do it. Hold on, I could probably just turn down my. I don't have anything digital. I don't have a tablet to draw on. So normally I ask for fan art or like I commission my own art. Because I do have friends that draw, but I don't myself. But yeah, I also find that like obviously the digital is easier to transfer. Like if you're doing real fan art, like otherwise you have to mail it to the person's house, you know, which can be cumbersome to say the least. And if they don't want to give up like their special address, you know, to their house, I can see why it could be an issue. So. Like, going digital is probably good for that reason, but like I can see why traditional, like with pen and pencil, is also nice. It's just cleaner and I don't know. It's nice to feel the strokes as well. Yeah, but I can understand why people like traditional because like you can feel the paper and you can vary the size of your, if you're using like paint and you're like a brush, like if you're doing calligraphy, Japanese calligraphy, you can like press the brush down for thicker lines, and like unless you have a tablet that is pressure sensitive, you can't really do that, you know, or I guess you just slow down, but like I don't know, I just find it easier to press thicker, you know, it's just a natural feeling. So unless you have a pressure-sensitive device, yeah, you can't really do that type of artwork to the fullest extent, you know, that it, you know, deserves. But yeah, okay, that's interesting. What are you drawing? Is it abstract or representational? Piece I'm gonna do now is gonna be semi-realistic. Someone posted their dog in Discord and wanted to draw it. Oh, that's nice. But it's gonna be lewd. Ooh. I ain't gonna disrespect. Like, I've had people make that type of stuff about me before. It's not bad. It's not exactly family friendly, but no, I can get down with that. I actually have a lot of respect for people that do lewd art, not because of like the genre and that's like the clientele, like that's the type of like stuff they're into or whatever, but because it takes a lot more effort and judgment and experience, I feel, to draw the body in its true proportions correctly. Because anybody can draw some clothes, you know, and cover up and not have to worry about exactly like the lines and like at the hips and like the shoulders and all that, you know. You can kind of just draw a big shirt over it and add some waviness to it and like boom, there you go. At least in my opinion. Like I said, I don't draw too much, but like this is just my like hot take on it. So I actually have mad respect for people that can draw like full body, like whether it's, you know, censored or covered up or not, but like they can do hands, they can do breasts, they can do shoulders, they can do like the hips, they can do, you know, they can get the jawline right. Like that's like mad respect to those type of people. And you know that like it's correct when you send it to them and they're like, "Ooh, yeah, I like that," because then you know you've got your proportions correctly. You know, like obviously having your proportions off, it's gonna look weird, and they're gonna be like, "What is this?" So no, yeah, mad props to that. That's interesting. Okay, let's add in some trees. Yeah, your anatomy abilities, yeah, really get tested, so. That's cool, though. How much do you normally charge for your art? I mean, like, I assume you do, like, different prices depending on what you're doing. Like, if it's just a PFP, it's gonna be a different price than, like, a full body shot, but, like, what are your rates, you know? I'm always curious, because I've got art friends, and so, like, I'm always looking for this new stuff. I commissioned somebody to make some art for me, like, 3 weeks ago, and they were like, yeah, it'll take me, like, 3 weeks. Haven't heard from, like, an update from them yet, so. And then there's another party that I've commissioned, that, like, I'm personal friends with, and so I know she's just taking her time, but, like, yeah, I'm always looking, so. What do you got? Being a professional artist, a lot of the animators I've found have done or end up doing stuff. I mean, like, yeah, because you can. Um, you know, like I said, like, it's not child friendly and stuff like that, obviously, but, the audience that is looking for that type of stuff normally has money. That's how it works. It's normally the, like, and as an adult, I feel like if that's what you want to do, like, with your money, like, that's perfectly fine. You're an adult, you can make adult choices. So, like, go nuts. But, yeah, normally those people, like, have that kind of money. Like, already have a career and a job, and they can spend that type of money that type of way. So, yes, it's definitely a field that is profitable. actually don't commission so far. It's mostly just fan art at Wolf. You ever want to draw me? Check out my Discord. I've got the link tree like right below this. And like look at my Instagram. And like obviously my Discord has some stuff in it, but like my Instagram has like art and pictures of me, and I would love art of me. It's always fun. And guess what? If you do art of me, you don't have to do eyes, because my character's blindfolded. So, ka-ching, like easy, no eyeballs. You don't have to take thousands of hours doing the striations and the iris and all that with like a stub or anything. And I mean, obviously it'd be digital, but like you don't have to do it. You just throw a little colorful blindfold on and bam, there you go. But okay. But a few people, when I mention my art, they usually want to see for a potential future artist, but once I start making a Twitter and really start focusing and honing in my practice, I'll put in some thoughts. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, if you don't have a Twitter already, I mean, like, I have a Twitter, but I don't really use it. Not because Elon Musk is running it, or because, like, the Twitter people are running it, like, I just don't use Twitter that much, like... Yeah, no eyes, baby. You gotta do everything else. You gotta do mouth and stuff, but he kind of has, like, I don't know if I have any pictures. Memes uploaded here. Do I have any pictures of myself in my Discord? I don't think I do. I should really make a channel for it. Let's do that really quick. Alright. New text channel. Wedgie fan art. I'll have to put that in there. Yeah, okay. I've been told by my artist friends to make a Twitter just so I have. Yeah, a place to put my art and connect to network. Yeah, because I feel like Twitter is... Instagram is nice too, but Twitter I feel like you can add a bigger... Although, I don't know if you can actually or not, because they have a character limit. Twitter I feel like looks more professional than Instagram. But if you're looking to like share your art and like become popular, I feel like Instagram is the way to do it. Because people just scroll and scroll and scroll, and like you can do a photo as a reel, you know, like the joke goes. So I think if you're looking for like to grow, I think Instagram is the way to go. But like professionally, like Twitter looks cooler. So like when I do any of my stuff, if I like did art, I would be doing it on Twitter. And also get a link tree. I just got my first link tree, like for the first time, just a while ago, and it's super helpful. Super helpful. Very nice to have a link tree. Get one of those, and obviously have a Discord and stuff like that. I don't know if I would be doing a Patreon, because although I've had a Patreon in the past, I actually don't currently have one. And that's because a lot of their administration was recently caught not endorsing, but not like there was child porn on Patreon, and there was a lot of accounts dedicated to that. And I don't think that's something that belongs on Patreon, let alone the administration was like kind of turning a blind eye to it. And that's one of the things like I just don't like. No. I understand you can have young characters like that, you know, that are made to look young, but like they were explicitly putting up like literal, not art, like video of like child porn on the Patreon, and the administration was kind of taking a blind eye to it, and they kind of got caught, and so I am like on the fence about Patreon right now, just because I don't want to have to work under an administration that does that. Yeah, there's one thing to like draw younger characters or like short stack or something like that, you know, but like to actually have footage, not only is it illegal, but like the fact that Patreon like knew about it and didn't do anything, like just kind of set me off. So I'm currently looking for a third-party site or place to have the same type of dealio as a Patreon, because although Patreon is huge, like I don't think it's too big to fail. Like you saw what happened with like Target or Budweiser recently, like with all their child stuff, like no, like you could easily shut down Patreon if you made people aware of it. So I'm just like not down for Patreon right now. So I'm looking for something else, but I'm also not in this to make money, so I don't really care to look for a platform right now. I'm just doing this because it's fun. And so if people want to pop into the Twitch or the YouTube and watch, like, they're welcome to. Like, I really just do it because I'm gaming and I might as well record it because it's free. And so that's why I do this. But if people were to ever be like, yo, I'd give you money for this, like, I wouldn't turn it down. I just don't have a platform currently, and it's not one of my top priorities, so there's that. But yeah, I would get a some sort of funding website. Like, I don't know, you'd have to really do research in it. Like I said, I don't have one picked out right now. But yeah, definitely get like a Linktree and like, yeah, a Twitter. A Twitter's worth it. So do that. And I would recommend streaming your drawings as well if you get the opportunity. Even your traditional, like, you know, IRL, like, hand-on paper drawing. You just have, like, a webcam, you can point at your desk or something like that, and it only shows your hands. Like, people are into that stuff. It's really fun to watch. It's really interesting to watch, like, the process of brush strokes and, you know, all of it. It just is interesting. So don't ever think that, like, that's boring. Because look at me, I'm literally just building a racetrack and, like, people pop in to watch. Not too many people, because I'm sure people have better things to do with their day, but, like, the Zapetius community, I'm sure, finds it very interesting. I know I do whenever something like this pops up. Like, it's interesting to me. So I can imagine it being interesting to others, and so I'm always just willing to put it up. No, give me that back. It's going to be a tight turn, but I'm interested to see if people can do it. I know! I gotta test it first to make sure it's, like, even, like, feasible and, like, reasonable. I'm not that heartless. I'm not gonna, like, really make it hard, because I know Warcans or, like, rounds will be the winner or something like that. Or just Maki or Janji. Okay, it's not that bad, because you lose a lot of your speed when you slow down. I'll definitely have to put something right here, so they don't have a cut. Maybe I'll put a bush here. Bushes. Ta-da! You now have bushes. I don't know how big those look. We'll have to see how big they look in comparison to the other stuff. Oh, those look okay. I could go smaller, but I don't think I need to go lower. Do you have a favorite thing to draw? You know? Like, do you prefer loot stuff? Or do you have, like, a favorite, like, I don't know, not color palette, but, like, genre, I guess, to draw? Let's see. Oh, you know what I can do? This will be cool. This bush got smushed. I also want to know what your least favorite thing is to draw now that I think about it. Like, you bad at hands? Like most people are? Or you bad at eyes or like noses or something? I have somebody who's really bad at feet, and so they just put shoes on all of their characters. Which is not, like, unreasonable, but, like, even if they were gonna do something lewd, like, like a full body, they'd be like, nah, they need shoes, because I can't do feet. I follow dogs and realistic is really interesting to me. I did, so like when I did art, I did representational mostly. I did a little bit of abstract, like I did Jackson Pollock. I was really into Jackson Pollock back in middle school. I did like my art class reports on him, and I'm actually really good in that like sort of style. So yeah, that's probably a good way of saying it. I'm really good at that style. And so that's most of what I did, was either like throwing stuff, you know, just pretty color, basically, like ooh, pretty colors, or representational. And I got really good into not hyper realistic, but realistic faces, to the point where I almost thought about going into art because I was the only person in my class that could draw noses properly, which is like really funny when you think about it. But like noses, like must be hard. No, it's not really. It's just, at least not for me. But some people, yeah, can't do noses. How long is this? You know what, I'm gonna put some rings on here to make some checkpoints. We're gonna do some checkpoint testing really quick just to be sure this isn't like horribly long. seconds. Crazy to me how much like realistic is just a bunch of blending and shading, and that's what most of it is. Yeah, can you imagine? So like, can you imagine being colorblind to the point where it's like black and white for you? Like that's all realistic is on pencil with like a stub. And most people don't realize it, but like yeah, it's really just a bunch of shading, and like, can you figure out where the light spots are supposed to be, and can you not shade there? You know, and like figure out how shadows and like pores and like the bulbs on the nose, especially, like depending on where your lighting is coming from, you have to make sure like you actually light a face from one angle for all parts, because like if you do shading wrong on like the cheeks as opposed to the nose, like it's gonna look funky. And the people who view your stuff are gonna be like, what happened here? You know? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's really important stuff. Can I get this? Actually, I want to try medium. Can I do 1/9? No, I can't. What's 1 divided by 9? Black and whites are a really good way to learn how to shade and be realistic. Yeah, they are. Let's see. 0.11. That's still too big, or too small. Let's do... I want an archway for them to go through. Nintendo Music, though, go-to music. Yes, Nintendo Music is like my go-to because it's non-copyrighted, and it's like always light-hearted and jazzy and like just nice. Just sounds nice. It's lighthearted enough for like any sort of stream that I do, because I don't play any of the fast-paced games like Call of Duty or anything like that. I don't have fast enough internet, so I don't really get the opportunity to play those. So it's mostly like nice stuff like Safekist, or Minecraft, or Portal. So like, yeah, I use Nintendo Music because it's goated. I learned Nintendo took inspiration from Hollywood, how they make all the movies and music could make or break a scene, and they felt the rule applies to video games as well, which is extremely true. Yes, definitely. If you got rid of the lighthearted jazz that they put in Mario Kart sometimes, like, it's just not the same. I don't care what you think, like, it's not. what's really good, but can I go with 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5? About like 100 pages. Yeah, and I mean, like, I think the whole feeling that people really love Nintendo music started with the Wii Sports, you know, and like the Mii Shop music. But like Nintendo's always had good music like this. Like, it's not been hard to find this type of music. So it's been a long time deserved. Ironically, I'm actually not that big of a fan of Nintendo right now because of what they've been doing with like Point Pro and the rest of the gang. I say the rest of the gang as if like I'm involved, but like I think it's kind of a shame that they're kind of destroying. Like, I don't understand why Nintendo is such a stickler for no modded content. Because like, dude, content is content. Like, people get interested in your games. I think they somehow take offense to it, and that like we would somehow think that their game isn't already good enough, and so that's what it needs mods, you know? Which like just completely is not true. Like, that's not what the community thinks at all. But what they do in the community and like deciding that like, oh, modders, you know, like, we're gonna copyright your channel and we're gonna delete your channel go bye-bye if you don't behave. Just like, no, breaks my heart. I really wish they were not nicer, but like definitely more lenient with how they enforce their copyright and stuff like that. And because like I said, like, dude, like, content is content. Like, you really should not care what kind it is, you know, as long as it's not defaming like Nintendo. Like, if people are enjoying the content that the creators are making and it's not defaming your company, like, it's good content. So like, why are you hating? You know? Why you no like? Just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, let's see. Can I get... Let's do... I really should have just used... Actually, that looks kind of nice. I kind of like that. Let's see how it looks. Should make a what was their speed there? Should probably work to keep it at like 60. Maybe 70? Let's see if that's too much. Oh yeah, definitely we had some of the best music. Yeah. Yeah, it's just... I kind of imagine, you know, like Phil Collins and Tarzan. Like, he did not have to go that hard for Man, you know, Who Lived in the Jungle, like Monkey Movie. Like, did not have to go that hard, but he absolutely delivered on what he was asked to do. Perfect example of good quality music. Okay, only 24 seconds. That's not bad. Let's get that up to 90. Delete the inside-outside barrier, and then also put one there. They pushed the audio system to the best they could. Also, yeah, Nintendo will get someone just because they were playing Kirby for 2 minutes too long on a stream. And also, mods doesn't mean the game is bad or flawed or boring. It's just adding some great experience, which is what that's by Bethesda. Yeah, dude, if you look at like Skyrim, the Skyrim community is beautiful. Like, Bethesda loves that players mod the hell out of Skyrim. I would love to fight Thomas the Train that breathes fire, you know, like, or like have Shrek be my companion instead of Lydia. Like, that type of stuff is hilarious, and it's good fun, and it's content. So at the end of the day, like, more people are watching Skyrim. So, like, why do you care? They're not bashing the game. Like, it's a good thing. Adding to an already great experience, that's why Bethesda games are being played over 10 years later, because it's a great game, and there's so much possibility with mods. I also have to note that I don't like it when games get updates anymore. Like, obviously Legend of Zelda right now, the Tears of the Kingdom is the prime example of this, but I would really love it if like Tears of the Kingdom never got an update, like, ever again. Because to me, like, updating your game, it doesn't have the same feel as like the old Mario games or the old Legends of Zelda games where you're doing weird things like in walls to like make sure that you I don't know, like all the weird little speedrunning things and glitches and bugs that people abuse, and like it's part of the community and like part of the show, like that stuff's super interesting to me. And so it is an absolute bummer that that type of content gets patched nowadays. I really wish they didn't do that. Like, I would not mind it if the like, and obviously there's some bugs that like break the game. Because nowadays, Nintendo games are just so complex. Like, if you look at, obviously, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, like, the amount of items and assets in that game and physics that has to go into making that game, like, there's a ton of it there. So, something is bound to go wrong. But, also, on the other side of it, if you just kind of follow the roadmap of only releasing a game when it's absolutely ready, like, you can't go wrong. Like, you know, push back your game if you have to. The community will not care. They'd rather have a good game that takes like an extra year to play, or an extra year to wait to play, than a game that like they pump out in a year and it's trash. Because then you're constantly updating it and stuff like that, and the game is just constantly changing. I would love a static game, like actually comes out in a cartridge and that's it. You get the base game. There's no updates to it. If there's a game-breaking bug, then maybe they release a second edition or something like that. But like if I popped into my Nintendo DS right now and I booted up Pokemon Platinum or Kirby Superstar Ultra and there was an update, I'd be like, heck no, there's not. Get off the internet. Like, I hate it. I love that there's like dude glitches and stuff like that in Tears of the Kingdom. That's just like part of the game. And if you don't like it, like, sorry Nintendo, like, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, I think it's an interesting part of the game. Not saying that the game is bad or anything like that. Like, that's just part of the game. It just happened to be that way. And I think it's cool that it's that way, you know? I think that you should respect whatever, you know, they weren't able to fix and play an awesome game. And so it is like a huge bummer to me when like they patch their stuff, because they patch it a lot. I really wish they didn't. But it's out of my hands. I'm not Nintendo. No, don't delete that. Bring it back. I know what I'm gonna do. This will be fun. Let's see how tight this turn is first, though. Okay. Let's do, Can I get away with this? I want to say yes, but I think we're going to find out. Okay, let's take this. Get a medium one. Glitches are the best. Like, I don't think I would have ever played Breath of the Wild for 8 months straight if it wasn't for glitches. Like, I never played Zelda the game before, and it's all super overwhelming, but being able to have max hearts and stamina to get the Master Sword so really made it where it felt comfortable learning how to the whole game. Yeah, and like, it's fun to me, because when you have glitches and bugs and stuff like that, you build an entire community of people off of just like, hey, can you find the glitches and bugs? Which is so cool to me. Like, the fact that that exists. Like, that's how a community works. Like, that's just so cool to me. Okay, I've decided we're not gonna do this here. Like, the fact that an entire community will come together and be like, yo, this is how we're gonna do, like, I don't know. The fact that a community gets together for that type of project, you know? Oh, there's bugs. Glitches, speedrunning communities. Like, the fact that all that even exists is super cool to me. And so I hate it when, like, in a heartbreaking situation, they change things. Because, like, they wouldn't dare touch the old Mario on the N64. Like, release a version where the glitches just don't work anymore. Like, that would be heresy, you know? The community would be so mad at them. Or getting rid of the Eneru skip, or like there's just so much stuff that like is part of the game. You know, that is the game, Mario. You can't just get rid of stuff like that. So when they do, and like because they have been recently with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I hope it stops. I hope that they release games in the future and they're like, yeah, like we have versions of this that are online and like are buggy. But, like, I would really love for them to release a version where, like, doesn't matter. You play on the buggy version, and as long as it doesn't, like, destroy the game, you know? Because back in the day, like, this type of stuff didn't exist. You couldn't get hard locked out of the game. They play tested so much and did so many things that you couldn't get hard locked out of the game unless you really, really tried to break the game and, like, purposely screw yourself over. It was basically impossible otherwise. And I respect that because at the end of the day, like, if that's what you're looking to do, like, yeah, okay, that's what you're looking to do. You're gonna find a way to, like, mess yourself up, of course. But I think there's better things to do with your time than that. So I don't think it's a huge part of the community, or at least the part that they think it is. I don't think people really dedicate their time to, like, seeing how badly they can script the game. I mean, like, speedrunners do, because that's the whole thing, is, like, finding cool glitches. But yeah, as long as the game doesn't... Like, the old Mario games, they ran. You got a cartridge, and the game worked, and that's it. Like, end of story, you know? The game worked. You didn't even have to think about whether or not, like, there was going to be some horrible glitch that, like, ended your gaming career. Because it just didn't exist. That type of stuff doesn't happen. So I don't know. I guess to that extent, it'll be interesting to see if they stop doing that, although I doubt they will. Because that just means they can squeeze a couple extra dollars out of the game, you know, because they can release it earlier, and they don't have to worry nearly... Like, they don't actually have to do real bug fixes, you know? They can wait for the bugs to show up and then fix them. Which is getting into a whole nother can of worms, because then you have to talk about marketing and economics and people's jobs, because I imagine now that that's how they do it. They have an entire team that is dedicated to fixing bugs on the fly, like after the game has released. And I wouldn't want the people to lose those jobs, you know? But, like, that should be something they do before the game gets released. That should be something pre, you know? That shouldn't be something that you have to worry about. Let's make this a little bit slower. 100 is fine. It's just not... I just don't think that's what you should be having to worry about, is whether or not the game will even run. That should become something that you should be fixing before the game comes out. And then if there's cool things like, oh, hey, I got 2 Pikachus, or I got a shiny, or something like that, and I got 12 shinies because of a glitch. Like, cool. That's awesome. That's great. Good for you. Like, it shouldn't be something that, like, they freak out about and, like, I don't know, destroy the whole game over, basically. Can I do... Let's see. Like, me right now, like, I don't know if you were there for the Zeep Cup or not, but, like, I made the Stones map. I made most of the maps, actually. St. Nicholas is the only one who made a map in time and, like, it was good enough and it got accepted and whatever. But I made a map like this called Stones, and there was, like, a tiny, tiny little skip in it, but I had, like, play tested the heck out of it. I would not be disappointed today if I went to Nintendo, basically, and found a little skip in their game. Because that's just, like, what gaming is. Like, get over it. This might be too high speed. Let's try 170. That's just what gaming is. I wasn't super... I mean, like, I was a little upset that I, you know, didn't test well enough when my track had a skip in it. But it wasn't a big skip, and it was very difficult to do. So, like, I felt accomplished as a game maker. I wouldn't take insult to somebody finding a skip on my map. I would congratulate them for being genius enough to find it. It's not because I'm stupid, it's because they're smart. And I feel like just Nintendo just doesn't take that route when it comes to creators. And so they're like, oh, you making mods? Oh, you don't like our game? Oh, delete you. Like, goodbye. Like, just... No, just don't. Just don't be like that, man. Might need to be... Yeah, let's do this. This will be fun. Okay. So... Haha! Alright. Okay, let me take this. We'll go all the way to the wall. Alright, both headphones on. Let's see if I can do this. Too early. Ooh. Hold on. Actually, no, let's do the whole thing. I'm gonna go in about 4 or 5 minutes. Gonna get ready for work. And I might pick up the stream again tonight. Maybe tomorrow, don't know yet. If you join my Discord, you'll get notified. You can click on the little Carlbot turtle and get notified whenever I stream. I mean, as well as, you know, being in the Zaykiz Discord. But I'll continue this and we can keep chatting. It's too fast. Okay. Let's just try making it lighter. Let's try like 100. 110. Yeah, 110. Alright. Let's do... Probably delete that. Alright, let's give this one more go. Hmm. Yep, alright. I think this is where I'm going to end it for right now. You have a good afternoon, Extra Spicy Demon. I will talk to you another time. Toodles. Let's call it what about ruins? Not like that. There we go. You saw it here first, folks. Ruins. Alright, Toodles.